Hello, folks. Welcome back to Spirit Juice No Additive with Edward. And I am jumping on here real quick to talk about Nick Cannon and Mariah Carey's custody situation. Mariah has decided to take custody of her twins by Nick Cannon. They should be in teenage years. In the midst of him having 12 kids around the United States. Um, like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can be abreast of all the latest news. Well, I did a video. You might want to go over there and check it out with Nick Cannon. But this is a new development in that Mariah Carey has stepped up to take care of her kids and making sure that they have some consistency and structure in their lives by taking custody from Nick Cannon. She's not trying to be malicious, but she realized how tough it is with her two kids, let alone have 12 by different women, you know. And he has a very busy career. He's got medical issues, and then he got 12 kids. Now, people will say his body, his choice. They say his money, he got money. Kids don't care about no money, first of all. Second of all, they care about having a dad. Just like they got their mom, Mariah Carey, who has them most of the time. They want the presence of the male presence of their father. Here again is another example of how I feel about people and their children. We claim to love our kids more than anything in the world. And some people say this is by circumstance or happenstance or what have you, just by chance or whatever. You got multiple baby daddies and multiple kids by different baby daddies. It's horrendous to me. In my opinion, it's just, my mom had 4 kids and had 4 by different men. And none of the men were in our lives. And it just makes it harder to be when you contending against other males, fathers within one family. It's hard enough to deal with just one baby daddy. To have 4 or 5 baby daddies is just nonsense. And to think that that's going to be harmonious and congealed and yin and yang and all that harmonious stuff is just plain illogical. Kids want their parents, not just one, 2. And it's commonplace now to have multiple baby daddies. My goodness, Lord have mercy. It's, you know what, not to put down people and not to be judgmental, because I'm not applying any action to my opinion. It's just mine. But in my situation, I didn't want somebody else raising my kid. I didn't want him calling anybody dad. I didn't want to have to divide him amongst my parents. That's just too complex. Too much work, too many frustrations, and a lot of stress. I mean, women, take time to get to know the person that you are having a child with. This is not some minute issue. It's a major issue, and it goes towards the well-being and best interest of the child to have a contained family in which to be nurtured in the right way, in a functional way, and with the expectation of producing productive members of society. My goodness, Nick Cannon cannot possibly give all these 12 kids in different locations in the world adequate amount of care to be popping in and popping out. I mean, ain't nobody want that. That's just too much, and it's just sporadic, and it's not reasonable. These kids are getting older, so they're gonna have things to do. It ain't like you can just go to work and come home and you be with your kids. You have to make time. You have to be very intentional, proactive, and spending time with your kids. And working it by a plan is that much more stressful. This man already has lupus. I don't know what other medical issues he may have, but I mean, that just lupus is like stress oriented. It's like you got to be stressless in order to manage your lupus. Look at Tony Braxton. She is all about self-care. This man evidently not, with having 12 kids by different mamas. That's just ridiculous. And I feel for the kids, not him, not his grown butt. I feel for the kids. And everybody's giving him all this sympathy and oh, well, it's Nick and oh, he got it together. 12 kids, 12 kids. Lord have mercy. I have one, and that's enough. It's not right. It is not fair to the kids. So it just amazed me how people say, I love my kids so much. My kid, my kid, my kid. Won't you do what's best for your kids? And people say, oh, well, I got to be happy too. No, not by bringing some old weird man that you're not going to even be with for that long up and through their house, calling them daddy. It ain't going to work. And it's traumatizing. I had to live in my mom's house with a variety of different men that came up through there that want to be my daddy. No, it's traumatizing. And to watch them be abusive at sometimes and not owning up to their responsibility. I got no positive role model, a male role model in my life growing up. Kids need to see things, not experience things. Not everything is about being timed and having a season or whatever. They need ongoing role models in the home to catch them when they fall, to talk to nurture, to advocate and mentor. I mean, my goodness, there's just so many layers to this thing. And Nick is just one example of the mess that we living in and the times that we living in with family. Like, share, and subscribe. Yes, Mariah Carey is taking custody of her two kids. She's doing him a favor in my eyes. My goodness, these two you ain't got to worry about. I got them all day and all of that, all the time. But like, share, and subscribe. Please like, share, and subscribe. And also hit that notification bell so you can be abreast of all of the new postings. Holla.